Okay, Spirit is saying the purity of your spirit reminds your soul of who you are. That is a profound message, and I think it's very pretty. It's a very pretty thought because it reminds us that our spirit and soul work in tandem with one another. So, while on earth our soul learns to then share what we learn once we get that we're in school here, we share what we've learned to our spirit. Because the soul is for the body while we're here on earth, and the spirit is for the etheric realm. That's so beautiful. I hope you guys see the beauty. I might sound like wah wah, but hey, I like that message. I hope you get it, and I hope you like it too. I hope it strikes a chord for you, because it just shows the relationship between spirit and your soul. And I think that's a beautiful message. And hopefully you guys get it. Hopefully you get it. And hi, I'm Mystic Alchemy. Hey. Okay, so anyway, another thing I was just thinking. You know how when something happens and you're like, it didn't feel right in my spirit. You know, it didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. That's I believe that those are the times that spirit is telling you when something is not right. That it's a part of your intuition working. Spirit is saying your spirit isn't also in alignment with your intuition, and it connects to your soul. I'm hearing like a triangle. Intuition, third eye crown chakra area, the top of the triangle. And then I'm getting the bottom of the pyramid, or the bottom of the triangle, is earth. Listen, this is the download. Just hear me out, okay? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's okay too. And then in the middle is our soul in the core. And we're all of those points relate to one another. You know, when we think about our chakras too, we're connected to our power points. Okay. However, our energy, we have different energy levels that master different areas of our attitude, our belief system, our passion. You know, every function of each energy point, which is our chakras, they all work together. So when you see someone who is balanced, they have a balanced energy, you know that they're in alignment. Their energy is balanced. I heard some people believe that all of your energy cannot be balanced, but I don't believe that that's true. And I also believe that you can tell by how a person acts, like their behavior. You could tell if someone is balanced or if they're feeling or showing imbalance. You could see it. You could see when, well, if you're empathic and you are sensitive to energy, you'll be able to see if someone is off balance. You'll feel it and you'll see it on them. Okay? But Spirit just wants you to know that your soul and spirit work together. Okay? Okay, so I'm hearing your spirit guides tap into you through your spirit. Your spirit guides, you see they're on that side. So you have a part of you that is also in the spirit realm. Okay? So when we sleep, you know, we travel. Some of you might not accept that yet, or are not there, but that's okay, because we have dreams. Many times when we sleep, we roam around the realms. We're in different places. And for those who can take it, Spirit will bring you to certain places to show you some things. Okay, so for those who have astro projected and who have had experiences where you saw yourself sleeping or something like that, or you felt yourself get up and walk around, but you know you were sleeping, like you knew you were dreaming, like a lucid dream. Okay. Sometimes it could be your experiences, because sometimes we can have dreams and they don't really make much sense. But then there are those times when you actually have a full-blown experience and it feels like you were living a different life. Spirit is saying that that's one of your lives in a different dimension. And it's like Spirit is allowing you to see something that you've gone through before, or that you're going through now, actually, just in a different place. Okay, this is getting really deep. I don't know, Spirit, let's where do you want us to go? Because I don't want to confuse the people now. You got me all over the place. Hold on. Wait a minute, Spirit, where are we going? Tell me. Where else you want to go? Let's give them something to talk about. I just heard. Isn't there a song like that? I don't know who sings that song, but it's real country. It's like, let's give them something to talk about. I don't know who sings that song, but I just heard it in my head. Okay? The more you learn, the more you earn. I feel like that's spiritual wealth. The more you learn here, the more you earn in spirit. And I'm getting that. Spiritual wealth is the best wealth you could ever have. Yes, finances are cool. You know, it's really nice. It's beautiful. Who doesn't need money, right? Yeah, who doesn't need it, right? Who doesn't want to build wealth to create and be able to grow beautiful things? I mean, some people just want the money to like get a jet plane and buy some giraffes for the backyard. But then there's other people that when they have the cash, they actually want to do something to leave a legacy, right? So I think money matters when you're actually going to do something that could be left behind when it's time for you to go back into the etheric realm, okay? I think that's when money matters the most. And it depends on like how you use it, right? At least that's what I'm feeling. That's how I feel. That's because, you know, money is so we could just spend money crazy. You have the money, you could just spend it crazy. And you might as well flush it down the toilet, because what many buy has no real value. Because when you're gone from here, the money that you use to purchase all of these material things, it just has to stay here, you know? So, but if you use, like, say for instance, you won the lottery. If you built something that can help people, it leaves a legacy, and it leaves something here. It's like a part of you will still be here. You'll still have an influence even when you've transcended. I think that's just beautiful, especially if you truly believe in change and you truly want change in the world, and you take on your will to support the new earth, like the new direction of this space, which this space on in this earth realm is in dire need of these changes. And when someone uses what they have and what they've built for the greater good of all, I just find that that's just so noble and beautiful. And it's not even, it's more so about really changing things for the better, so that heaven will be on earth, because that's the point, right? That's the point. I heard the faster we learn that our soul is to learn, the more we earn. That just makes me feel as though when it's time to transcend, you will be given another position, but it's celestial. And wow. When I just think about that, it's like, I don't know, I feel like singing. That's what it makes me feel like. It feels like I want to sing, because I just find that it's beautiful. Like it's a beautiful thought to make something happen here on earth, and it's beautiful, and then be able to continue on to the next phase. And who knows what you do in the celestial realm. Like, you know, only the Creator knows what you will be assigned But just knowing the Creator and how the Creator works, how God works, when you are in alignment with God, everything is just so beautiful. Things that could have been very confusing before, they become very, very clear. It's like this clarity that when you're going through the tough times, you never really see the clarity because it's dark and hell is hot. Okay? I said one time for the one time. I just heard one time for the one time. Yeah, because it's like you can't see. And we all go through those times where we cannot see. It's dark, we can't see anything. Like it's you know how you're in a dark room and say for instance you're in a room you've never been in before, you're going to visit somebody and you looking for the light. Like, where's the light? I need to see. But you have to pat around the walls because you can't see. And that's how we are in life. When we're going through the trial and error stage, when we're trying to figure it out, it's like it could be daytime, but it's still dark. You still can't see. So it's not really about the light per se. You know, it's not about the light projecting. It's really about your mind. It's about you being able to have the mental capacity to understand what's happening and grasp the fact that you are going through a spiritual test, you know, to understand something that is very important for you to understand in order for you to be granted the next phase in your life. So the darkness consumes us so that we can learn from each struggle moment, you know, and it's really struggle with yourself a lot of times, because you have to make the right decision for yourself no matter what anyone else does around you. When you're going through the beginning stages of your life, you have to make the right decision. Nobody can really make it for you when it depends on the actions you take and the choices you make. That comes from us. We do these things. It's our actions, it's our reactions, it's how we perceive information, how we receive it. And sometimes during those times we can even be prideful, and when someone tries to help, we're blocked off, so we can't even receive help in those times when we don't really know how to learn at that point, because there's also times where you don't even know how to learn. You don't even know you're supposed to learn. You don't even know what's happening. See, that's why it's dark. Even if it's light, even if the light is on, it's still dark. Even if it's daytime, or even if you got that real bright light like in the hospital, just super bright and white, it's still dark, because you really don't know how to follow your eternal and internal compass. You don't know how to tap into the power of your spiritual eye. Like, you know, so everything's just confusing. But once you know, okay, I have to learn from this. What did I learn from this bad breakup? What did I learn? What did I learn from this betrayal? What did I learn? Was it right that I cursed that person out yesterday? Or should I have just looked at them and just said nothing? Or should I have handled it differently? Should I have just smiled at them and walked away? These are these moments in time where things happen and Spirit just wants you to recall them and ask yourself, was that right? Is that something that is in alignment with me moving in the right direction? Did I let my emotions get the best of me? Isn't it the worst when you may have gotten so angry at something or someone, and you realize that you allowed your emotions to get the best of you, and then you feel foolish, like, oh no, maybe I said too much, you know. Even though there are times where I don't want to scare you from speaking and from expressing yourself, but it's just about, was that what you really wanted to do? Were those truly your intentions? That's what I'm talking about. Because sometimes in the moment, if we allow our emotions to take control instead of you controlling the emotion, instead of taking control of the emotion and not allowing the emotion to take control of you, you start thinking of things different because you want to have the control. You don't want the emotions to control you, because then that means you're just out of control, right? So Spirit wants you to do that today so that your soul can teach your spirit something so you can take it with you, okay? Because what you learn here will stay with you. So this is why it's really important for you to learn while you're here, because it's going to stay with you in your consciousness. Your consciousness will always be yours. You know, your consciousness is yours. So feed it. You know, maintain awareness for your consciousness so that you grow spiritually. And what did I just hear? I heard God is proud of you for all of those who are deciding to learn here. When you decide to learn here, you make the Creator smile. And I heard the Creator has shed many tears for what has had to happen. I heard I was hearing for what is to come, because it has to happen, but it's very sad, and it's rough, and it's difficult. It's kind of like, it's giving me this feeling, because we are God's children. Imagine you have a child, or some of you actually have gone through this before, where you have a child and they might be going through something spiritually, like maybe they're addicted to something, and you don't want them to be. You want them to heal. You wish you could just swipe them up, clean them off, and heal them, and they'd be fine. But sometimes, because of the environment, people can get wrapped up into certain things, certain vices that really take them, and then it's once someone is consumed by a vice to the point where they can't control it, that's hard for, I can only imagine. I don't have that hasn't happened to me, although I've seen it before. Like, I watched what is that called? I wanted to say, no, it's not that. It's not called that. Intervention. I've watched that before, and I don't know if you've ever watched it before, but people will, or families will call the TV show and have them go get the person to try to put them in rehab, whoever's addicted to whatever they're addicted to get them off of the streets or just away from the vice. And many of the people, they refuse, and they get very angry because they haven't come to the point to say that they are ready to stop. And so I can only imagine how hard that is for a parent, or I think a parent is a little more, even for any family member, because you love your family. But a parent and a child, I think that's a different dynamic, because a parent can quickly start to feel like, what did I do? I'm a horrible parent. And it's so sad, because that's not necessarily true, because it's the environment as well that has a really huge impact. I mean, you could, as a parent, you could teach all day, but it just takes one time for them to meet the wrong person, and a mistake can turn into a tragedy. So I say all that to say that when we make mistakes here, the Creator feels sad. There's sadness there. And it's kind of making me want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. I feel everything. So yes, I am an emotional person, but I know how to handle it. But I'm very tapped into my intuitive nature, so I could feel things, and I could feel. So you doing the right thing, it doesn't only make the Creator proud of you, but it also makes you happy. You're also going to be happy. No one can make you happy but you, through the choices that you make and the mindset that you have. So if some of you are thinking, I have to get into a relationship to be happy, that's not true, because you have to find your happiness. It's best actually to find your happiness prior to being in a relationship, because that's when you know yourself. And when you know yourself, you just have a confidence about you. You have a confidence about you. So, you know, if anything goes wrong in a relationship, you'll be able to detect it, and you won't find yourself staying in a relationship that is bad for you for a long time. Because so many people, even myself, I was in a relationship that wasn't right for years. Okay, years. And I had to snap myself out of it, and I had to get tired. Once I got tired, I was like, oh no. Oh, no, honey. You see? And I said that to myself. Okay, so when I say that to you, just know I'm saying it from a place of experience. Okay? So I just want you to be able to tell yourself, no, honey. No. Okay, that's what you have to do for you. And so that you can feel the smile of the Creator shining down on you, and you will be glowing, and you will be free from the restraints of the darkness from the past. And instead of allowing the darkness to suppress you, you will be able to use it to your advantage. Okay? I think that's all for this message. It was a bit wavy, okay? But I hope that you guys receive the message and understand the message, and it's going to help you, and I hope it stays with you. Okay? Remember, this place called Earth is a school. We are to learn so that we can transfer the information from our soul's consciousness to our spirit's consciousness, which then will be put back into the collective consciousness. And then we all learn more. When one learns more, we all learn more. Interesting. Anyway, I think that's it, because then I'm going to start rambling and I'm really done. So anyway, everything you do, do it with love. If you would like to book a coaching call with me, you can. www.milkhoneyrose.org. Always remember that the Creator is in you and the magic is too, because you are magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.